Okay, so this will be the last video and it'll just be a little bit of everything and a not super complicated example. But here we're in MATLAB and you can see we'll have a t variable as a lin space from 0 to 2 pi with 100 points, and then we'll loop through. So for r is equal to 1 through 20, so we'll do 1 all the way through 20. It'll loop it that many times. Then our x will be r cosine t, and our y will be r sine t, okay? And then we'll have these if statements. So if r, which is the radius for this function, so if the radius is less than 5, we'll plot it, but it'll be red. And then if the radius is greater than 5, we'll plot it, but it'll be blue. And then if the radius equals 5, we'll plot it as green. And then each time, so you'll run through, it'll decide if it's greater than, less than, or equal to, and then it'll plot it. But then you'll have to hold on in order for it to graph each of them on the same graph, or else you'd get a bunch of different graphs. So we have to hold on, and then after the for loop, you have to put this hold off thing, or else, I don't know, there's a problem with MATLAB if you don't do that. So run it. This is what it looks like. We're not labeling it or anything, but this is just the plot. So you can see the green one happens right when the radius is 5, inside is red, outside is blue, and it just overlaid them all onto the same graph. So that's what you get in MATLAB. And then in Python, to do the same thing, you'll have to import NumPy and Matplotlib again. So NumPy is for the linspace, Matplotlib for the plots and stuff. So we'll make t, the linspace, from 0 to 2 pi with 100 points. Notice when you do pi, you have to say np.pi. That pi is included in the NumPy package. So that's just a point to take note of. And then for r, which will be our radius, in range of 1 to 21, notice again that it goes up to this value but not equal it. So we'll go 1 through 20. So we have to write 21. And then everything that's indented is going to be in our loop. So x is r, and then np, numpy, cosine t, and then r times numpy sine t. So that's our x and our y. And then if our radius is greater than 5, you'll have this little colon. And then if is the same as for loops. There's no end. You just know that it's in the loop if it's indented. So if it's less than 5, whatever's indented, then we'll plot it in red. If it's greater than 5, we'll plot it in blue. If it's equal to 5, notice we'll do equals equals. If it's equal 5, then we'll plot it in green. Also take note that there's little colons after each of them, so you have to have that just like the for loop. And then notice that you don't have to put the hold on and hold off, because the reason being is that Python already puts them onto the same graph. It's already going to overlay them. It's not going to make a bunch of different plots. Just at the end, after the for loop, so not indented at all, you have to do plt.show. If you don't do this, it's not ever going to graph it. So plt.show, we'll run this, and you can see it looks just like what we got from MATLAB. So everything on the inside is red. The one where it equals 5 is in green. All the outside is blue. And you can see that they're all overlaid on the same graph. So it didn't have to do hold on, hold off. You just say plt.show in order to get them all to graph. So that's basically it. With all of these videos, you should be able to get yourself going on Python. Hopefully you can see that it's actually not that different from MATLAB. A lot of people have built packages and taken time to make Python usable by people who know MATLAB. And again, it's an advantage because it's free. You could just download it for free and use it instead of MATLAB, where a student license is like $100 and a company license is like, I don't know, $10,000 or something. But Python's free. So hopefully you guys can see that it's not that intimidating. Again, you can find a lot of stuff on the internet. It's It's pretty easy to look up stuff on the internet. There's a lot of help for Python. It's a very popular programming language, so you should be able to find help for anything. Hopefully these videos helped you out and you guys will be able to get going and use Python for all types of stuff. So good luck. Thanks.